Thank you so much. Thank you, Hui Ping, for your kind introduction. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is August, and today I will be sharing with you all with the topic "Men Can Cook with Noxxa Pressure Cooker." I believe that most of the families, mothers will be the chef. At least my mom, she was a chef at my home. But nowadays, I see that more and more families are actually the husband is doing the cooking. Do you agree? And most of the famous chef in the world start from who? Jamie Oliver, Gordon Ramsay, and who else? Uncle Roger. Is it all are male? Uncle Roger, maybe not lah. Okay, he's a food commentator. So today, what I'm going to share with you all is everybody can cook. Not only we don't want to go into gender based. I think everybody can cook, including men, including women as well. So today I'm going to share with you how can we cook easily with this Noxxa pressure cooker. But the first question is, why don't you buy a pressure cooker? A lot of people scared to get a pressure cooker because why? They said, wow, using pressure cooker very pressure. Supposed to use pressure cooker to ease our life, but when he or she used pressure cooker, he felt pressure. Pressure of what? The first thing is, they said, hard to handle, very difficult. Wow, so many buttons, don't know which button to press. Correct? And then some people think that the taste not so good. Especially Chinese, right? Chinese, we want wok hei. People say wok hei. And some people also say that, oh, it's very dangerous. Pressure cooker, very, very dangerous. Better don't use, right? So these are some of the misconceptions about pressure cooker. Later, I'll share with you some of the functions and the safety functions that this Noxxa pressure cooker has that we can use it very, very safe at home. Oh, before that, I would like to wish all our Muslim friends selamat berbuka puasa. While you are watching this Zoom, I hope that you have just buka puasa. Welcome. And this Noxxa pressure cooker, the previous one looked like this on the left of the screen. Okay, now we have a new model. The look is more canggih. Okay, with more buttons, but it is very, very easy to maneuver. So don't worry. Okay, so let's take a look. What are the functions that this pressure cooker can do? Basically, practically, anything that our Asian cuisine that you wish to cook, I think it can be done. It can be cooked with this Noxxa pressure cooker. It can do slow cook. It can do meat stew. It can bake cake. You want to do steam also can. You want to cook soup broth, your soup tulang. You want to do stir fry also can. You want to cook rice, porridge, and multigrain also can. Okay, so here are some of the functions. I wouldn't go through into the functions because today I want to share with you how easily and what is the safety measures that this Noxxa pressure cooker has to offer. Now, take a look at this. This is a no mi fan, glutinous rice. Okay, usually when we cook this, we need to cook about 40 minutes, and the rice we have to soak it overnight. But with this pressure cooker, okay, and curry chicken. Usually curry chicken, also we need to take a long time to cook, right? Easily 30 minutes. But with pressure cooker, this one is just 7 minutes. And the rice, you don't have to soak. Curry chicken, also 7 minutes. And the potato is what we call al dente, meaning the tenderness, the softness is just ngam. It wouldn't be too soft until you just poke it and then the whole thing become crushed. It won't, okay? Then, cooked rice. One of our friend, she is doing food catering from home. So this is the picture that she shared with us. She actually cooked rice that can cater for 20 people in this one single Noxxa pressure cooker. And look at the rice, so fluffy, so beautiful. Okay, so this pressure cooker really does magic. That's why in the Malay market, what do they call this? They call it periuk ajab kan. Periuk ajab means it can do everything. And also you can cook soup lah, ABC soup lah. You want to steam chicken lah. You want to cook chicken chop lah. Everything can be done with this Noxxa pressure cooker. And then when you cook at home and then you post Facebook, you also get some attention from your friends. Wow, it's so easy just by using Noxxa pressure cooker to cook. And then for ladies, good news at home, if you cook with Noxxa pressure cooker, you can wear pretty also, no problem, because it won't get very messy. And then for men, if you like me, when I cook, I love to sing because it is so easy. I just dump everything inside and then just press the button. Then it will start to cook. Now let's take a look some of the so-called multi-function of this Noxxa pressure cooker. It is what we call one touch to cook operation system. Wow, it is so easy, man. Just one touch only. And then the inner pot, the pot is 8 liter in volume. So it's quite deep. When you stir fry, when you fry something, you don't have to worry that the oil will spill over because it's deep enough. Okay, and then there are 10 cooking functions. Just now we have gone through the functions. There are 2 release measures. The pressure release, there are 2 measures. One is you can use it the auto release, and the second one is called the quick release method. Okay, and then after you cook, after when it's done, you will hear the beeping sound, beep, 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 right? Then it will automatically switch into keep warm function. Now, what I like about this keep warm function, it won't dry up your dish. For example, if I cook curry chicken, even though if I keep warm it for 24 hours, the amount of gravy is the same. Let's say if I cook the tong sui dessert, okay, then the amount of the liquid is still the same. It won't get dry one, even though when I set it to keep warm. So it's very, very smart. And then it has this smart timer memory function. It save time, save electricity, most importantly, save money. And then there is this safety measures. Okay, so once again, a glance of all the function that this Noxxa pressure cooker can do. So men, we have no excuse. The other excuse, because it is so simple, it is a one touch button. But why there are some people still they are scared of using the pressure cooker? Now let's take a look back in the history. When did this pressure cooker started? This pressure cooker started in 1679. Goodness, by this French physicist. The name I have to pronounce carefully is Denis Papin. Okay, then this pressure cooker, the first model, very, very first model, it blew up after 1 year. Then come to 1864. This is where the ancient pressure cooker, look at the size of it. Now, this was being used during the World War II as well, because they have to cook for many, many soldiers. And pressure cooker is very fast. And then come to near to our era. Probably you have seen this. I still remember my mom used this as home. And it is not using electricity, mind you. It is using stove. Remember, you need to use the stove to cook it. And then somehow when it is locked, somehow when it is done cooking, sometimes it's very difficult to open. And then we have to call the people who sold this to us. Hey, how to open? Then we have to call neighbors, call this auntie, call that auntie, just to figure out how to open up this pressure cooker. And it's quite dangerous because we have heard many, many incidents where this the lid of this pressure cooker blew up and then hit the ceiling. So because it has no auto cut off when the pressure gone too high. So today we have this electric pressure cooker where we can use it with a peace of mind. These are the things that a lot of people scared. I feel you, really, because some of us, we may have the memory where our mom used this sort of pressure cooker, especially those pressure cooker using stove. I personally, I feel very unsafe nowadays if you ask me to use a stove cooking pressure cooker. Okay, now this Noxxa pressure cooker, it has 5 layers of safety protection measures. Hey, not 1, not 2, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meaning, if 1 failed, there are another 4 safety protection measures. If 2 failed, there are another 3. So don't worry. It's like buying 5 insurance policies while I'm using this Noxxa pressure cooker. So it is very safe. Now, let's take a look one by one, all these 5 measures. Safety 1, this is called the locking pin. Okay, now when you lock it, it is being closed very, very tightly. When there is no pressure, you can open it freely. When there is pressure, even 1 kPa, then it will start to lock the lid of the pressure cooker, even 1 kPa. Now, what is kPa? kPa is kilopascal. Kilopascal is a unit to measure pressure. Okay, Now, when we have this pressure over 5 kPa, the locking pin will automatically lock the lid. Then we cannot open the lid. No matter how hard you turn it also, still it cannot be opened. Okay? Then, after that, we have this auto shut off function. Meaning, if let's say I'm using low pressure, when this pressure cooker pressure is exceeding 35 kPa, then the unit auto shut off. If I'm using high pressure function, if it is exceeding 70 kPa, then the unit will auto shut off. So it is very, very safe. Don't worry. When you set in low pressure, when you set in high pressure, the unit will automatically adjust and monitor the pressure. It won't exceed the pressure that is supposed to be. Then, let's say if it is exceeding 90 kPa, what will happen? The regulator knob will release the pressure. This is safety number 3. There's a little knob on top of the lid where you can turn it to the function, the pressure or the steam functions that you want. Safety number 4, if the pressure is exceeding 124, meaning the first 3 safety measures are failed to perform, 1, 2, 3 failed to perform. When it's exceeding 124 kPa, the floating valve will be forced to release the pressure. So it's so smart. There are so many safety. If all these 4 above failed, don't know why, failed. Okay, don't worry. There is still another safety function which is called the U-shaped pin. You see underneath here, there is this little U-shaped thing. This one, if the pressure is exceeding more than 190 kPa, the U-shaped pin will be activated and the inner port, the whole port will be forced down. That's jatuh. When it is being forced down, then there are space on the left and right of the port, then the pressure will be released out. Very smart. And then this so-called U-shaped pin, it has been live tested for 100,000 over time in this Noxxa pressure cooker technology. So ladies and gentlemen, it is very, very safe. And moreover, not only we want it to be safe, we also want to have certification and third-party certification. So we have this SIRIM certification. It is very safe. The warranty is 1 year, and also it has gotten the Suruhan Tenaga Energy Commission saying that it is very energy saving. So you don't worry about the electricity bill. But again, somehow, some people, they may say that, hey, but traditional cooking is still better than pressure cooker cooking. Why? Because our pressure cooker will destroy the nutrients. Then we need to look at the fact, my friend, because it says that the best out of several cooking methods because the pressure cooked food retain more nutrients than the others. This is a study in 1995 saying that pressure cooked food will contain the nutrients of the food simply because everything is being contained inside, right? It is not being nothing will come out unless you release the pressure after being cooked. So everything is being retained inside the pressure cooker. Therefore, all the nutrients are retained inside. So some of the tips that I always share with my friends, my customers, why pressure cooker? Because it is time saving, it is space saving. Can you imagine nowadays in the modern home, actually we don't need to have gas stove like it, right? Remember last time our home, we need to use gas stove and then cook halfway. No gas. They have to quickly call abang, rumah tak ada gas boleh hantar satu tong sekarang. With nowadays, most of the families, if you're using electrical cooking appliances, we don't need to have this sort of worry. Okay, so it's very space saving because it's very small, and no fuss. After you're cooking, you don't need to worry that your kitchen floor will be very oily because you are cooking inside the inner pot. Remember, the inner pot is 8 liter and it is very deep. And it's very easy to be clean because the inner pot, you just simply use a sponge with this drop, just clean it. Very easy. And the best thing is nothing will stick on it because it is non-stick. So when you cook, remember to use a wooden spatula or a silicone spatula. Don't use a steel spatula. okay, because you do not want to scratch the surface of the inner pot. And I think it is very suitable for nowadays people who are multi-role, right? Nowadays, not only we are a father or mother, but you're also a workers, a colleague, you may be running your own business. Everybody seems to be so busy, especially people who have children at home. Most of the time, parents, you want to cook for your children, right? Because you feel that there is a bonding, there is love that you use to cook. The ingredient is not just food ingredient, but one of the ingredient is love. But again, do we have the time to do so? So nowadays, a lot of my customers, they are parents, and they just love using pressure cooker because it is so easy. After they come back from work, half an hour to 1 hour, they can prepare everything. Because, for example, cooking curry chicken only takes us 7 minutes. Cook rice only take you 7 minutes. So it is very time saving. Now, this pressure cooker, it is like a magic pot. It is macam itu Harry Potter punya magic pot because practically you can cook everything as long as you can get the recipe. At first also I'm scratching my head, hey, how can this pressure cooker make popcorn? How can this pressure cooker make apong malik? I was so clueless. But after looking through the recipe, knowing how to make it by using pressure cooker, Noxxa pressure cooker, I tell you, anything is possible. One of my most famous dish, all my friend knows. Every time when they come to my house, surely I'll cook this dish one, the curry chicken, because it is so simple, my friend. You just need to prepare everything. You tumiskan all the rempah-rempah, you saute it, and then put the chicken, put the curry powder, put the potato, stir fry, and then just close it for 7 minutes. Voila. When you open up the lid, wow, you feel like you are the top chef in the world. I feel like I'm the top chef in the world because the color, the texture, everything just nice. While my mom need to use about half an hour to 1 hour to cook this, I can now ultimate within 7 minutes, my friend. You heard me right, 7 minutes. If you don't believe, talk to the friend who invited you to this Zoom tonight. Ask him to cook you this curry chicken dish. What else? You can cook udon. Yeah, for people who love noodles, you can cook spaghetti. So simple. Everything throw in, close the lid, 7 minutes to 10 minutes, all done. This is one of my, also another very famous dish, my favorite dish. This is called nasi makloba. Oh, the aroma, it's very fragrant. You just throw everything in, and then when you done cooking, you take the pot, you terbalikkan dia, then it will look like this. Because all the vegetables, all the meat you put at the bottom of the pot, and then the rice on top, basmati rice. This is very nice. This is a very famous Middle Eastern dish. And Hainanese chicken rice, because I'm a Hainanese man. So I love to eat Hainanese chicken rice also. And with this pressure cooker, Noxxa pressure cooker, it is so simple because you can practically cook everything. I think later I have another picture to show you. Chicken on top, rice at the bottom, and you cook everything at once. It is so simple. What else? Chinese dessert, tong sui, red bean dessert, all these things, all the bean thing, you don't have to soak it overnight. As we all know, usually when people cook tong sui, like last time my mom did Chinese dessert, we have to cook at least 4 hours and above, right? Sometimes they love to cook overnight because they feel that it will soften the beans. But with pressure cooker, you don't even have to soak the bean beforehand. You just need to use high pressure for 30 minutes and everything come out just nice. This is my Hainanese chicken rice. Can you see how I cook it inside the pressure cooker? Okay, I have a little thing. I don't know what is it called. Now my rice is underneath, and then I put that thing, and then I put my chicken on top, and the ginger, everything, and then just 7 minutes. 7 minutes. The chicken is just nice, tender, and the chicken oil will drop down into the rice. So the rice also will get the oil from the chicken is natural oil. Okay. Then again, this is another Chinese dessert. Okay, when you cook this sweet potato with green beans or with red beans. This is my favorite. This is Fuchok Bali, Fuchok Imai. Wow, this one I'm very proud of it because It is so smooth. Even sometimes I miss my own fuchok Bali, you know, because I can't get it outside. Really, I'm that expert because I'm very, very fussy and very particular about food. Why? Because I'm from Penang. Sorry, no offense, Penangites, but we all know that Penang's people are foodie. They love food. Okay. Then this one, I cook it for 30 minutes. Everything very, very smooth. The texture. What else? Let me see. Even fried bee hoon can be cooked with pressure cooker. This one at first I really cannot comprehend. I said, hey, fried bee hoon, you're supposed to use a wok to fry it. How can you dump everything into the pressure cooker and then close the lid? This is the miracle part. And the bee hoon, you don't have to soak it, you know. You just wash it while it's hot. You just put it into the pressure cooker. Ask your friend who invited you to this Zoom. Ask them to cook it for you. Then you witness for yourself. Because the first time I witnessed for myself, then I said, wow, this Noxxa pressure cooker really can do wonder. Popcorn, another of my favorite dish. So simple, because if you make your own popcorn at home, you can control the sweetness, how much caramel, how much sugar you want to put in. And it is very, very, very therapeutic. You know, therapeutic, 很疗愈. When you put in the corn into the pressure cooker, and then after the 2-minute pressure, high pressure, you start to hear the popping sound. Like firecracker. Then it is all the corner is being popped. Then when you open it, it looks something like this. Very nice. Hey, this Noxxa pressure cooker can also bake cake. Incredible, It's practically it can do everything. And just now, about 2 hours ago, Amway Malaysia just shared a raya recipe on the Amway Facebook. Cooking what? Nasi himpit dengan periuk tekanan multifungsi electric Noxxa. So even the nasi himpit can be also cooked with this Noxxa pressure cooker. So share with your Malay friend, share with your Muslim friend, because this is a beautiful month of Ramadan, and good things are meant to be shared with them so that they can cook many beautiful dishes during this Ramadan month. And also for those people tonight, if you are a business owner, Amway business owner, you are doing this business, I tell you what, this Noxxa pressure cooker is a very good door opener. Why? Because don't you agree, Malaysians, we are all food lovers. When it comes to food, you call a friend, you ajak him minum, he no come, but you say, hey, I got food, then you can say, okay, I'm coming, right? So this Noxxa pressure cooker is actually a very good door opener for us to start the business. These are some of my business partners. They have been bringing this Noxxa pressure cooker everywhere. Whole Malaysia, we travel whole Malaysia to every family to share with them how easy it is to cook with Noxxa pressure cooker. Especially families with children, the parents are working parents. You see, bila ada makanan kan, kita boleh kumpulkan orang. All the friends will turn up. Then they look at how we cook with Noxxa pressure cooker, and then they taste the food. Everybody is happy. See this auntie, one of my business partner, Daniel Ang, went to cook for this auntie. Then we eat together, so happy. What else? This is another of my business partner, Nicole Chin. They're also doing a lot of this cooking. So a quick recap, this this Noxxa pressure cooker, multi-function pressure cooker. It has 10 cooking functions. It is 8-liter pot, non-stick, and then it has this smart timer memory. It has auto release, quick release, easy to operate, one touch only. Don't worry. If you forget, you can always call your friend, your ABO friend. Hey, nak tekan mana ni? Because sometimes my customer also will call me. So I just tell them, you press multi-grain or you press porridge, whatsoever. And remember, there are 5 safety precautions. Okay, 5 safety measures. So don't worry, you can use it with ease of mind. And it is time saving, it saves you money, you don't have to use gas stove anymore. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, there is this fantastic promotion that I want to share with you. In the month of this Ramadan, beautiful month, Noxxa pressure cooker is having this wonderful promotion. Buying a Noxxa electric multifunction pressure cooker, then you can get a free glass container with a divider, 1.2 liter. It's very big. Okay. Then on top of that, you can also do a PWP, purchase with purchase. You can purchase any flavors of XS energy drink 6-can pack. Okay, it's originally at 60 ringgit. Now you can only bought it with 10 ringgit only, ladies and gentlemen. So bila raya kan, raya bila buka puasa sambil makan-makan, makanan yang dimasak dengan Noxxa pressure cooker, kita boleh minum XS juga. It's a sugar-free energy drink. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, men, remember, if you can cook, good news to you, because when you can cook, you will have a happy wife, and then you will have a happy life. Like me, I'm always cooking for my wife. So with that, thank you so much. This is my sharing for tonight. I hope everybody will cook happily, cook easily, cook nice food, because food brings people together. Okay, so get hold of this promotion this month, this Noxxa pressure cooker this month. Talk to your friend who invited you into this Zoom. So I'll pass the time back to our beautiful MC Hui Ping. Thank you.